Welcome back, everyone. We are getting ready to paint a custom order for a very special customer who wanted this beautiful baby doll, Arrianna, by Jamie Lynn Arts doll. So Aria Lee is the sculptor. It is the number 9 of 15. This baby I'm getting ready to show you is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let me put that in a safe place because we're going to start off, as we always, washing our baby. But first, let's introduce her to you. Hey, Ariana Bookie Dookie. Hey, look how flexible she is. Look how soft. She has 2 clenched fists. Right? She's very floppy, cute little bookie dookie. There's her little feet toes. Hello, toady toes. All right, guys, so we're going to begin prepping our baby for painting. So I like to make my paint, my water, nice and hot. I'm going to use some Dawn. Again, we're not using anything like this. We're just going to gently wash our baby, making sure that there's no silicone release, other chemicals, and or lint. I've had this doll probably for 2 years, sitting in a container in my paint room. And we're just now, I purchased several of these from Ariana, at least 6. I know, quite a few. But this is the last one. She has since retired and is no longer sculpting the baby dolls. That's a nice, soft towel. Nice white soft towel. And we're just gonna wash the baby. So wash her, make sure there's nothing that's sticking on her from the silicone release. Because if so, the paint will not stick. So after we do this, we pretty much let her air dry. Then we begin the second phase of preparing the baby, which is putting, I put my little injection down. I use acetone. I use some alcohol, of course, and inhibited pets. Okay, so we're going to so if you're just starting off as a silicone artist, this is our first step. So make sure you do not skip this step. Okay, and the reason why we don't use any harsh brushes is because silicone is very soft and you can damage the texture. And that's one thing you don't want to do, is damage the texture. I'm going to clean the inside. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I get all of the soap off of this baby. And rinse her good. So I always start off by cleaning my paint first, or whatever you're washing your baby in. Don't just put it in a sink. I'm I'm going to lay her on her tummy and let her mouth dry out, let her air dry, and then I will put my gloves on after that, and we will begin the second part of the prep. So this is the first part of the prep. Okay, guys? We're going to go ahead and, as you can see, she's very fluffy, very detailed, beautiful, very cute. Look at those. Just cute. Okay. I'm going to quick rinse. Make sure you have no lotions on your hands, no oils. They are on your lint-free towel, and let her air dry. And then I will put this video on pause, and I will see you guys back at the table. Okay, before we get started, let me kind of go over the setup. So we have a wooden Lazy Susie, very long swivels. I have doggy pad down here. I have it upside down for no, lint. I have some silicone pads or table, I don't know what these are called, silicone mats. I think you can get them in the kitchen area. I'm going to use those to keep the lint down. And then these are lint-free towelettes. I'm going to put the baby on here. It's going to be a little wet when we bring her over. I'm going to spray it. After we've completed the phase of prepping the baby, I will actually turn her over and remove this and put it directly on the silicone pads. We're going to use acetone, alcohol, Inhibit X. We're also going to make sure that we protect the baby after we have prepped the baby with our latex-free gloves. Make sure everything and anything that you're using is latex-free. We're going to dilute our paint with some, I use here, let me show you, paint thinner. I also have pre-mixed paint. So my paint, I actually mix with part B because my pre-mixed paint, I'll give you an example of one. The color is mixed with part A. So all I do is take part B, mix it with this, thin it out, and then I begin painting. I also paint with sponges that were made by me, of course. Silicone sponges. Let's see if I can show you guys. I wish I could remember, can't remember now the name of the silicone. If you need to know, just hit me up in the comments and I will tell you the name of the product because I can't remember. But I use it to make silicone sponges. The reason why I use the sponges that are made is because the makeup sponges can actually contaminate your baby because they may say latex free, but they may not be. So I use two types of density. One is very soft, 15, and then one is much harder, 21. And it's really up to you which one you like the best. I, of course, like the softer one, but I keep a mixture because you never know. So, more condensed. Okay, more solid. Either way, they distribute. The reason why I like them, they distribute evenly. They do not contaminate, and your paint distributes wonderfully with these. Okay, so also you can reuse them. And when I say reuse them, when you paint, you can just cut off the area and keep going until you have no more sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep Ariana, who is air drying, on the table, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I have placed Ariana on her tummy, and as you can see, I might see a little bit of wet. I try not to touch her too much, kind of like let the baby just air dry. After I prep this baby with all of these cleansers, I'm going to remove this paper and, well, actually after she dries, I'm going to remove her and then let her relax here on the table. I'll start off with acetone. Spray a nice amount. We want to make sure we get everywhere. You know, so I don't know if you guys know this, but acetone pretty much dries very quickly. I'm going to then use my alcohol. And lastly, my Inhibit X. Let me let that dry a little bit. And this is the time to actually go ahead and make sure that your baby has gotten all of that saturated into the silicone. And one of the things that you're doing as well is inspecting. I'm going to tell you right now, this baby is in excellent condition. The only thing I could be inspecting for is maybe hair and lint. But as far as trying to find, little, can't find them. Anything that I want to pull off, no. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and give it X. This is also going to allow the baby's paint to stick, okay, without problems. And that's what we want, problem free. You, when you have carpet like I do, anything and everything, when you're walking, is just popping up and flying, so be very careful. All right, let's flip Ariana over, and because I've already done the back, I'll take it off. I'm going to use these keep my area clean while painting. I'm gonna need great, orderly, very organized, very neat, very clean. All right. Again, be very careful. All right, so put her out. She's going to stay this way for a moment. Make sure she's good to go. Make sure you get the ears, starting off with acetone. the artist has already soaked the baby in acetone, but it's not going to hurt you to do it again. I'm just going to try to make sure I get all of this in the silicone. Since this is the last baby, we cannot mess this baby up, right, Doodaloo? No, Grandmother Doodaloo. Okay. Put on some alcohol in the ears, in the mouth. On them big old thighs. All right. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the artists. They actually spray alcohol after each layer, so to prevent any issues. You can do that. I probably don't, but I might. This is going to be a fairly easy paint. She would like to have a light biracial, so it's not a lot of painting. We still go through the same steps, just not as many skin tone layers. So no skin tags on the front. Just, let's see. Nope. No skin tags. All right, let's go with the Inhibit X. Last thing. Guys, this is a very important step. I don't care how well you paint. Like, make sure you get this done. Now, I think what I'm gonna do while you guys are on is I'm going to wrap her hands and toes with some cellophane, because I'm gonna do them last to prevent little sticky stuff. So because I am gonna do them last, you're gonna have to help me remember exactly what I painted them with. So I'll have to go over those steps, front and back. Last. It's going to be a light biracial, so feet don't need to be dark. So we'll do that last. So stand by. Okay. I'm just going to take some cellophane. Not a big deal. The reason why I'm doing this is because for you who love painting, you guys will know you can actually touch these little feet and little hands and the paint gets sticky and start looking dirty. So I'm gonna do them last, so be less touching them as we are painting, and we'll come back and touch them at the end. All right, guys, Arrianna is prepped and ready to go. So the next time you see me, she will be getting ready to get mottled with some blue. Okie dokie. All right, guys. Chat with you soon. Y'all take care. Okay. There we go. Spread those out. I'm gonna go get some tape. All right, guys. Take care. See you soon.